down for you the 12 steps and how you get into the state to receiving your guidance. So we're going to go through that today. So first of all, we need to be able to relax the body. Your body is not just something to be admired. It is a finely tuned asset to pick up this information. Your intuition rises up through your body. So just while we're sitting here, just straighten up your body and just get into the state of relaxation, going into neutral. And the practice is that you get into a state where there's no narrative in your head. So I do an exercise where I'm breathing in all the way around the top of the head, then down, pivoting at the heart, and then all the way down to the feet, like a big figure of 8, really round edges. Just breathe deeply into your body so that you know that you're inside your body. Now there's a turning point at some point when you go, breathe in. And there's a turning point when you go, breathe out. Just see if you can just tap into those 2 points, top and bottom, that helps you just understand you are inside your body and you're not taking things from the outside. You do this with your eyes closed. Eventually you'll be able to do this with your eyes open when you're in the supermarket. This is when you become alert and aware. You know that feeling when you are so relaxed but you're really aware of what's going on there, around you. This is what I call ninja mode. In other words, you can expand your focus wider than your body into the room that you're in. And then with practice you get it to go wider and wider. You expand into, I call it the love of the environment that you're in. You're just really aware and you're in awe. There are no judgments, there's no narrative, you're just in that space. And I call that you coming home, you're neutral. Imagine you're in a car, first, second, third, fourth. In between first and second and third and fourth, there's a neutral place, where you coast. That's your neutral place. Now, when you're in this place, you can also just align yourself up. So step 3 is align yourself up. So imagine you're being tethered on a harp string between the heavens and the earth. Like you're a tree, you have all your branches reaching up to the sky and you have all the roots going down into the earth. You're tethered. But at the same time you're free and you can move around, but you know your place on the earth. When you're here, number 4 is to know your identity. You are a spirit, your energy. You are a soul housed in a flesh and bones body. You are having an earthly experience as energy. You're able to know yourself and say, I am energy. I am infinite. I'm here in this body on this planet, but I am energy. Consider where you start and where another ends. What's the difference between you? In other words, you are energy, you are divine, you are God. So today we're going to focus on your need. So what is the struggle at hand? Feel it as a sense of incompletion, a sense of discomfort, something that you need help with because you haven't been able to get the answer for yourself. This is not something you can think about. This is something that you experience and something that you feel, and that is the guidance that comes up. And this is what I'm going to guide you with later on in a minute, later on in this session. So feel the desire of your question and then begin to state it clearly and be specific with your request. When we do this in a minute, when we specifically get your guidance, you'll need a pen and paper. Now, what is it that you're asking for? So ask your question, what do you need help with? And feel the desire strongly within you to change it, to resolve it. I've had enough of it. It's discomfort. I need help to get this answer today. And for 100% expect to get the answer from your highest power, from source, from whoever you believe in, from God, the universe, with conviction. You believe 100% that you are going to get that answered for you today. Have no doubt whatsoever. Be in peace, be in that neutral place, and wait specifically, patiently, poignantly, openly. This can potentially be the hardest thing to do because we're asking you to be sort of very focused on something and let it go. There's kind of a duality in that, you know, just like, oh my God, I'm going to be so focused on what is it that I need, and feel it and experience it, but at the same time, just trust that it's going to be answered. It can be especially hard because it feels like you need to force it through, or you need to put effort through, and that doesn't work. Now, being an overthinker myself, an overanalyzer, that is a surefire way to kill your guidance, your intuition dead, believe me. I am that woman. So release the desperation and the desire. Just trust that it will be answered. You will get guidance from your soul. So surrender the response over to the higher powers. Whatever your question is, just, do you know what? I can't do this anymore. It's just too big for me. I've got no idea what I'm doing. I'm nothing. I'm empty. I've tried everything. I'm at that point where I just can't do it by myself. Surrender it over. Be neutral and let it go. Go and do something else. Change your state, because you overthinking it and forcing it through won't make it work. Now, step 8 is allow yourself to be in receivership and flow. Don't judge what you receive. If you get like, oh, could be that. Oh, it could be that. Don't second guess it or try and refine the answer that but if I just did it, no. Just take what you get. I'll tell you a story in a minute about it. Just take what you get, even though it seems bizarre and you think, that's not going to work. Just take it and run with it. Make it real now. Now record the answer. Maybe you want to write it down. Maybe you want to speak it out loud, tell someone, make a video about it, put it in your phone as a message, something like that. But, you know, record the answer. Make it real for your body. Like, yes, I've heard it. Okay, so say it out loud. Often when I say things out loud, then it becomes real. It's like, oh my God, that worked. Thank you so much. I got the information. And it's because otherwise it can just, poof, it disappears. You go, well, what was it that came through? Because it's something that drifts across and you need to be able to catch it. And sometimes if you don't catch it, it's gone. You're like, oh, how can I get back in that state again? To bring that information back. This is your guidance. It comes in whispers, it drifts in and it drifts out. So just record it, make it physical for your body. So yes, I got it, I understand. You can bring it into reality just by writing it down, by journaling it. Be very conscious that you are grateful that you received something, even if it's totally unexpected, if it's like off the wall. And then you can start to implement it. Now, that's the way you run through. It's no point just sitting and hoping in Zen mode that you're going to get the information come through, because you haven't asked for anything. So this is how you actually ask and how you receive guidance. One of the main things that stories that I tell about this is I was trying to sell my house here in France, and I had talked to the house, and the house had said, you know what, I'm not very pretty, you've really let me go. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I was going through a bit of a separation and I'm very busy with the boys. And okay, what do you need, house, for me to sell you? She said, oh, take that old carpet off the stairs and you know, paint my stairs. She showed me that in a picture. So It's telepathy that works. So I did that, took the carpet off, took all the nails and everything off, sanded it, just painted the stairs, went, oh yeah, they look really nice, they're all glossy now. Painted the shutters because they were kind of not doing very well, and got the gates painted. And I was like, yeah, she looks really pretty now. And she's like, thank you, that's good. And I said, what else do I need to do to sell you? To, you know, help you move on. I've really enjoyed being here, but, you know, someone else could have just as much fun being in this house with you. And she sent me a picture of a sign that I would put out on the road, like white background, black writing with a stake. Put that out on the road that sort of goes outside the house. I'm thinking, I wanted to analyse it. I was like, well, that's ridiculous. We're in the middle of nowhere. There's only a farm and maybe one other house up the road, and those are holiday homes. How on earth is that going to sell my house? But I'd had that house on the market for 2 years, and she hadn't sold with agents who had, you know, such a big calling. The house was just not selling at all. And I was like, I get it. You know, this was the house that I wrote about, you know, 2 years before I met this house. She'd been, it's just my dream home, everything I'd ever wanted. And now I was having to let her go. And she said, well, put a sign outside, you know, with à vendre, because I live in France. So, you know, for sale, with your telephone number. That's all you need. So I think I resisted for a couple of days, and then eventually I made a sign about an, you know, A3 size, something like that. Got a stencil, black pen, painted it, painted the wood white, black writing, à vendre, my telephone number, and put it outside and put it on the fence so that anybody driving up would actually see it. And I was outside in the garden and my phone rang, and it was somebody saying in French, we're just driving past, we'd like to have a look at your house. I was like, right, okay. And they said, well, we can come tomorrow if it's inconvenient now. I said, yeah, okay, fine, come tomorrow. So I had to quick tidy up of the house, and thinking, wow, that's amazing. So somebody came within a day, once I put that sign outside my house. That is how you don't question it. You don't double guess it. You have no doubt that, okay, well, you told me to do that, I'll do it, fine. Even to you, even if to you it seems absolutely ridiculous. If you want to experience more of this kind of guidance, these kind of techniques, to be shown how to get guidance and resolve situations for your business, with your body, with your health, or with conflicts in relationships, please get in touch. You're not alone. There is an easy way to get guidance for everyday problems, and you have magic, practical magic at your fingertips. It's not your fault that you've struggled before, but you can have your guide at your side right now to feel that greater wisdom, that loving, wise being who knows you really, really well, who accepts you no matter what, who provides for you and maintains a constant gaze on you. You can feel the warmth of that friendship, that constant companion smiling at you and engaging with you playfully as she brings you songs, passages in books. This is entering the magical kingdom and bringing you what you need, being with you at work, being with you when you rest, being with you when you play, so that you get to ask for advice and resolve situations that have you stumbling and falling when you're oblivious to the information that you get.